Hello everyone, this is Lofty here. What the fuck am I doing here? Anyway, welcome to episode set in my lovely town of Cardiff. It's called The Unquiet Dead, and it's set in Victorian times? Okay, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing here.
Like I said, starring also Charles Dickens, but we'll see.
Yeah.
For now, start before I think the episode starts with the servant getting the candle ready. I think.
Yep. And before we start, if I have offended any Welsh people, sorry.
Are you?
No. Okay, 3, 2, 1, click.
Yeah, one of the, like I briefly mentioned, one of the advantages of time travel stories is that the Doctor can use this excuse to meet the various celebrities of the past, important people like presidents, actors, emperors, stuff like that.
That's a grandma? She looks young enough to be his mum.
To be fair, Dweebs, old times, people died in their 70s at best.
Alright. So, we have Mr. Sneed. The pleasant fellow who runs this mortuary.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it a mortuary or is it just a funeral parlour?
I think it's a funeral. Well, I forgot.
Mm.
And it's time to introduce a proper new race, the first one for the new run of the Doctor. This time it's not a returning one, but a properly new one created. Unfortunately, this is one that is not being brought back since this episode. Not sure why. I don't think it's that bad as some of the others that we'll see later on.
And well, the guy is now dead.
Oh well.
He's in the right place, I guess?
Mm-hmm. Oh no. She's going to terrorise the streets of Swansea, Cardiff. Yeah, well, obviously, because Cardiff doesn't exactly have a lot of Victorian buildings around anymore, they filmed this episode in Swansea. Although they did film at a place called the New Theatre. Although the rest of it was filmed at places such as Swansea Marina and Monmouth. No, Rose, not that one. That's the self-destruct button.
I'm wondering why they use always two levers.
Because without the TARDIS would just split in half, I guess.
It's an Emperor's New Groove reference, Dweebs.
Anyway, this episode was written by Mark Gatiss, who would later go on to write a lot of other episodes of Doctor Who and Sherlock. Some good, some apparently so bad as to sink Sherlock's ratings.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently barely anyone saw the recent Sherlock series.
Well, that's the thing. I honestly think it wasn't even spectacular at first, but it dragged just on so much.
Guess that's why people got fed up.
She did, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, there we go.
Yeah, she did. Oh yeah, the person playing the maid here is Eve Miles, who would later go on to be in Torchwood.
Huh.
As Gwen?
Yeah, Gwen. I just love the sight of Gwen.
New time, Dweebs.
I swear she's worse than Rose. I'll give Rose this. When she's in a relationship, she's at least loyal.
Rose?
Yeah. I'm serious.
I don't know. Like, yes, but there's like a 35% of me that says no.
Yeah, but I think, Rose, I don't think you can go out wearing that
Yeah, you need some proper attire.
to fit this age. Pass the bins. No, not Rose, that's the swimming pool. Yeah, I'm not joking, the TARDIS actually has a swimming pool.
Yeah, that's the thing. The TARDIS is constructed in a way of having almost infinite number of rooms that interchange constantly.
Mm.
Hmm.
But wait, I thought they landed. Hang on, the Doctor landed in Naples.
Not common.
Yeah. We'll find out more about that later. Excited for what? The great man. I love the way you Welsh say some words, Leroy. London.
London.
Similar to Scotland with, well, most of the
Yeah,
regions.
Scotland.
It's like similar to most of the regions that are not properly England. They were formed by, well, for lack of a better word, our classic word, shepherds. So obviously, the accent that is formed was a more primitive version to it.
Now we have Simon Callow as Charles Dickens.
Yeah.
Rather good portrayal of him, I must say.
If there's one thing that the UK loves, it's certainly Charles Dickens, one of its most famous authors. So obviously, he's kind of a sort of recurring cast. Considering one of his most famous novels is I keep forgetting the name. Christmas Carol, obviously. He's mostly featured in some Christmas specials of Doctor Who, but not for this case, at least. This is more like it's similar to in terms of concept to Blues Brothers 2000. In this case, Charles Dickens is this person who wants to retire from his job because he's kind of burnt out as a writer.
Shit.
So, and let's just say that the encounter he will have with the Doctor will change things somehow.
Mm-hmm. You changed your jumper. Yeah, that's. I'm pretty sure you'll.
That's an improvement.
So.
Yep, that's no.
Yes.
Something we never actually see here. We get the ice, and that's it.
Yes, the ever lovely snow of Naples.
Leaves.
Well, we know full well they're not.
It's a lovely Welsh town.
Well, we know they're not in Naples, obviously, but
Yeah.
Woo, Charles Dickens!
Also, the people are way too polite to be actually Naples.
And that lady in the middle is not a mist.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, says, when did the people of Naples sing Christmas carols in
In
English?
English.
Why do they all have a Welsh accent?
This isn't a Welsh accent. What are you talking about?
Yeah, the newspaper.
Yeah.
That look of disappointment.
Oh, thanks, Rose.
Well, Rose is from London. Of course she's going to think Cardiff's a little bit, lesser.
So Charles Dickens here instead performs in theater.
Well, narrating some and,
Yeah. Although I can really understand where he's coming from, having been famous mostly for a single tale and having to tell that all over the time can burn you out really fast.
it looked like...
It looked like a bad screen effect. I didn't knew we were playing Phantasmagoria.
Well, considering Charles would be, well, remember, that game came out like 120 odd years after, so... Aha! Screaming, that's more like it.
People in peril. I love that.
You could at least pretend to be concerned, Doctor.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure the police will help.
Oi, do you have a license to be a ghost?
No, you have to do it in the Welsh accent. This is the police! Get down on your knees now! It's a bloody ghost! Navi. Doctor, that's not the right... Whatever. The infirmary. Yeah, ooh. I'm not sure that's how chloroform works.
No, it's the Tintin way. Just put a single piece of chloroform in, the victim instantly falls dead.
Pretty sure that's how the entirety of fiction handles the use of it.
Yeah, if it were the real... how would it work if it were the realistic way?
It will still take a bit, so at least the victim will have time to struggle, and in case of Rose, to probably put her elbow in his pancreas. So there you go. So, Dreves, can you tell me what else this actor that plays Charles Dickens has done? Because I think I recognize him from somewhere else.
Okay, I mean, I'll have a look at his filmography. Yeah, Simon Callow. He's been in films such as Amadeus,
Oh, okay.
Howard's End as a cameo, Four Weddings and a Funeral.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. I remember that one.
He was in the Street Fighter movie.
As what role?
Some guy named AN official.
Oh, okay, just an extra.
He was in Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls.
Oh,
Thunderpants.
so yeah, a pretty interesting career.
as far as TV goes, he's been in stuff like the
Also,
Sweeney,
yeah, doctor, can you just leave the poor Charles alone for a second?
been in the Sweeney, Inspector Morse. So he's played Charles Dickens on TV before.
So it's kind of more like a casting gag.
Yeah. And he'll play Charles Dickens again in Doctor Who in The Wedding of River's Song.
Yep, like I said, Charles Dickens is sort of a recurring character.
Yeah.
Interesting choice.
He plays him well, so I'm not complaining.
It's just the old England, so, well, in this case,
Wales.
Cardiff, so Wales, UK, whatever. Great Britain. So basically, kidnapping and attempted murder is basically for the order of the day.
From what I understand, Tio, the Welsh don't mind being called British. It's just calling them English that kind of pisses them off.
Oh yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, we're not English.
I can hear you on the other side of the door, sir. Like,
and just like in traditional movie media, chloroform is just something brief that passes on like 5 minutes after. Oh. Oh. Interesting choice of words.
The dead son of the dead grandma is awake.
Yep.
You're looking lively.
It's ghost raping time.
Of course, the door's locked.
This maid is doing such a fantastic job. So yeah, this new species seems to be connected with, well, the gas used for lamps, which by this point in time in countries like the UK was very common for both houses and street lamps.
Open the bloody door!
Oh well, that was the end of Rose. That was a short-lived companion.
Oh. No,
Nah, she's fine.
You know, maybe they'd sympathise more with you if you hadn't killed people.
Maybe. Jesus.
Yeah, you know what we're bored. We're just actually. I think the real reason is they can't sustain a form like that for too long.
Yeah, I forgot if I mentioned this already, but this new species is called the Gelf. Yeah, basically this is like a haunted house.
The Stiffs.
Yeah, he referred to the dead as the Stiffs at the beginning as well.
If it wasn't really clear, this person is kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Kind of. He groped Rose, apparently.
Not even that. Even from before, he voluntarily hid a dead body. Knew full well that these gas entities possessed dead bodies. Went to try to retrieve in the most, subtle way possible, trying to not alert the police. And when someone looked around, basically chloroformed her and tried to kill her by leaving her along the dead. Yeah, thank you.
And Charles doesn't believe any of this.
Nope. In his own words, basically humbug.
I don't believe this, and I wrote a book about bloody ghosts.
Hmm.
Charles, he's asleep.
Yeah. What are you even doing?
Just go boo.
Checking. He thinks there's strings or wires.
It's like the skeptics always go for that. Oh, there's a wire, or there's a hidden door or something.
We've all been there.
So basically, Charles is going the equivalent of a Lovecraft character, basically going mad through the revelation. Which is kind of understandable. Like, if you have lived your own life believing that the world was in your tiny and contained the way that you thought, and then out of nowhere you discover that it's just a minuscule thing, is something humongous, more than you can even imagine. Like, you would probably go mad too.
Oh yeah, speaking of the locations they filmed at, I think I've actually been the Swansea Marina. I think they have they have a museum there. The one about the shipping.
Mm-hmm.
Not shipping as in.
Yeah, I know. Fed leaves.
We have a giant shipping wall.
So basically we have the long-awaited meeting of a shitty companion and an even more shitty side character. I mean, we'll get more into it when we get to Torchwood, but I'll just say, like with Billy Piper, I don't blame it on Eve Miles, I just blame it on the writing.
Yeah. If there's one thing that I'm particularly okay is the acting. I don't remember any major cases where the actor was just this bad or directed bad. It's literally just the scripts that they had to work with.
Although, granted, Doctor Who's had plenty of examples in the past and
Well,
the future.
yeah, I'm mostly for now I'm referring to this particular new series. At least from what I remember. Keep in mind, some episodes I haven't watched them in years, so.
I don't want to update Windows yet. Fuck off.
Also, you may have noticed that compared to the previous one, this episode is more contained in a sense that we have a lot more scenes with the characters just talking and the camera panning over them back and forth. This is because of budget constraints, obviously. Yeah, sure.
I won't go saying that. Yeah, but don't worry, I'll be reunited with my parents soon. That kind of makes me, it's like
if there's one thing that the Doctor kind of proves is that there really is more that you can think of. So yeah, don't count your chickens.
I was looking on Wikipedia about what else Eve Miles has done other than Torchwood and this, and the town she's from, I can't pronounce it for the life of me.
Oh, it's a Welsh one?
Yeah. Ustra Dungulne.
Istradgni.
Remember, in Welsh, in Welsh you have to say
Istradginlais or
Remember-
something.
in Welsh you have to say the Y. You have to say a Y as a U and a U as a Y.
The Romans should conquer my matter.
Yeah, it's somewhere in Powys. I'll say that much.
But anyway, there seems to be something strange with the maid.
She read the scripts for the future episodes.
There's so many bad things that await you and the Doctor. So great, now this is turning into a Stephen King novel.
I wonder if Mark Gatiss is a fan of Stephen King.
Possible. Stephen King is very influential just by his mere presence.
We're having seances now.
Yeah, Charles is still not good.
Fine. I won't like it though.
Just behave, Charles. Come on.
Yeah, don't do anything. Just don't fuck it up, and you'll be fine.
Remember the words Klatu Barada Nikto. Also, you have to use an official Luigi board, trademarked by Hasbro.
Did you just say Luigi?
I get confused really.
Luigi.
Also, I'm very offended right now. I just looked up the pronunciation for that town name, and it only has the audio one, so I didn't listen to them, but it says a town in Wales. And it doesn't say Wales, United Kingdom, it says Wales, England.
So, somewhere in Wales.
That was on 2 different websites, by the way.
I accidentally said something like that too.
Jeez. But anyway, the Gelf are getting feisty, I guess.
Yeah. But hey, the Gelf have come through, and well, this surely will convince Charles Dickens now.
That face. So yeah, the Gelf actually have an interesting story, especially tied to the Doctor himself. Apparently the race was, bigger, but these are supposedly the last remainings.
Yeah, they had the Time War. Well, the Doctor already mentioned the war in the last episode.
And the fact that now Gallifrey is gone.
We'll explore that more over the coming years.
Again, this is foreshadowing. A recurring thing of the Doctor season is that they build up a major mystery that they reveal later on. Same stuff also for 10th and 11 at the very least.
Yeah. I guess 12 just gave up.
Well, no, I don't remember any particular major story arcs that they built.
But I'm with Rose actually. The Gelf have killed possessing people and that.
I'm not. Yeah, like I can see both the Doctor and Rose's point. The fact that the Gelf really do need a second chance, but the problem is that their interactions with mankind have been very dodgy due to the very nature. Even if they didn't do that on purpose, there's still a problem. Oh well. Leave her alone, I'm serious.
Brecon.
Brecon.
How far is Brecon from Cardiff?
I'm not sure.
I don't think it's that far.
Could have said Landudno. That would have been more.
Oh, Barry.
Or Barry Island.
It's like an hour for Brecon to Cardiff.
Yeah.
But they'll end up scaring everybody.
Yeah. What if dads were people?
Yeah, I'm not getting the doctor. Well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm agreeing with Rose.
That's actually a problem here. The Doctor has these moments where he reminds basically the audience and the people around him that he's an alien. He may really care about humanity, but if there is a priority over a dying race with so few remaining elements left to it, he will prioritize that.
And also, he can act really, high and mighty at times. I think even a character in a later episode addresses, "Oh yeah, the Doctor lording it over us, assuming alien authority over the lights." That's so bad.
One of the side characters, not even a proper companion, side character of the 12th Doctor run, kind of agrees with you, Dweebs, on that.
What, the
I don't like what we did with this character and the way he confronted the Doctor, but it's kind of a question that the audience had posed for a long time, the one that you just posed.
Well, like the Doctor can't just keep turning up and assuming authority over everything.
Not yeah, but basically. Oh,
Well,
this is awkward.
but then later on you go about fixed events.
Like we
Remember,
well,
they're
yeah,
very specific.
Yeah, it is plot contrivance for the sake of it's more detailed by the writers than everything. But considering the rules of time travel here, it makes sense choosing this kind of rule. No.
Stop going on about pity.
Hashtag elf lives matter.
Ugh.
This is a bit too good to be true.
Yeah, and the episode is like 10 minutes left, so no one is buying this.
So yeah, there's a lot more than 3.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Oh shit!
Played like a damn fiddle.
And your mother
A few-
sucks cocks in
a
there.
few
Oh.
billion. A few billion. Oh yeah, apparently the Gelf turning red thing wasn't in the script.
We just added it for the lulz.
The effects people did that.
I mean, it kind of makes sense considering everything, so might as well. Oh,
Oh.
oh well.
Well,
He was a dick anyway, so.
a little bit wrong.
Resistance is futile. Oh wait, wrong franchise.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, that the Doctor's kind of a bit of an idiot. He really fell for this.
He is very rusty. Remember, this is one of his first missions in a long time.
Televised.
And I don't think
I'm pretty sure
Leonard's
he's
in
had a
position to
bajillion others
retaliate.
in
Well,
the intervening
no,
years.
No, what I mean, as the ninth one. Like, remember, he had the entire time before meeting Rose where he just talked off somewhere. You must start.
Yeah, and Charles chickened out.
Would you say that it scared the Dickens out of him?
Yeah.
Nah.
It's
Oh.
how fitting! Yeah, Rose, you kinda sorta should know about the rules about traveling with the Doctor.
But they need the gas.
Yeah.
And back goes Dickens.
An idea. Yeah, sadly, what the Doctor just said about people dying at any moment, it's more true than ever. And the companions have
I love this bit
and
where the
will
Doctor says,
always... The companions have and will always feel that firsthand.
Oh, I'm not gonna die in Cardiff.
What's wrong with Cardiff?
Well, it was written by an English guy, so.
I guess, yeah.
Need to take pot shots.
Although I'm pretty sure Russell T Davies must have read that bit. Well,
Pretty
actually,
common in our shows, actually. We will take pot shots at each other.
I think Davis was born in Swansea.
Oh, they held hands. That's true.
Yeah, he was just born in Swansea, so. Yeah.
Ruined forever.
Well, it's better than being possessed.
Yeah.
But,
Hello again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Break the gas. That's
Well, that worked.
And now we got a room full of corpses.
And gas.
Yeah. Surprised they managed to contain fart jokes.
Rose, get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
I could buy the Doctor being able to survive, but
The Doctor has his own weird, bizarre biology.
yeah, it's like Superman. I can buy Superman surviving in space, and the Doctor,
But what about
Batman?
Batman can breathe in space for some reason.
No, that I don't believe.
You'd be surprised, dude.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure there will be no overarching consequences from this event.
Totally.
Nope.
And that's, again, another problem. The fact that, despite this, the Gelfa themselves will never reappeared. You would have thought that despite everything, we would have tried again to find a way that they did not die here. But no, up until this point, they haven't showed up yet. So I guess the writers don't really have any more ideas for them. Oh. Yeah, about that.
Don't worry, she'll be reincarnated as a bitch later on, so,
You really don't want that let that go, Dweebs.
well, when we get to Torchwood, I'll explain more.
Oh well.
Well, but the thing is, though, the rift's still going to be there in about 100 odd years
Yep.
into his shed.
Shed.
Why did it say police box?
But yeah, at least there's a positive thing. Charles has found inspiration again.
Yeah.
This is gonna be kind of a recurring thing about the Doctor inspiring famous artists. A particular plot point of the 11th one will be his meeting with Vincent van Gogh, painter.
In the shed. Ooh, another mystery.
Well, when it comes to the Doctor, that's the biggest of all.
A figment of your imagination.
Yes.
Yes, but Charles, it's probably not a good idea because, you can
You
end
don't
up,
want to tamper the space-time continuum like that. Although, like I mentioned, the case of Van Gogh kind of works out in the end for a couple of things.
Yeah, we'll both fit.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
Yeah, at least when he does pass, he'll pass
More happily than he
Yes.
was. Like. So yeah. And there you go. It's like, fuck this shit.
I'm going. And so Charles merrily walks along the streets of Swansea.
Saying Merry Christmas because get it,
Yeah.
it's like Scrooge.
God bless us, everyone.
Anyway, next time
time
is to introduce another new race for for this Modern Doctor era, and probably the most hated one for very good reasons.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, the ones that are more suited to a children's spin-off and ended up in a children's spin-off.
Yep. But what do we look like? Well, we'll see that actually in the next episode.
It's like the recap knew that they looked so silly they didn't even show him in the next time trailers. So that was the Unquiet Dead. It was all right.
It was alright. Not as big as the other, Christmas specials. Obviously, because this was just starting this like the third episode, but it's still solid. Again, shame about the Gelf not being reused in the future, but for the story they told here, it's perfectly serviceable. And even Rose manages to honestly be better in this episode, like we mentioned, with having actual arguments that, well, in the end, prove to be true. So,
Mm-hmm.
there you go.
Like, it actually makes sense.
What about you, Dibs?
As I said, yeah, I think it's an alright episode. It's better than the next two coming up.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see you for that.
See you for Aliens of London.
See ya.
See ya for that.